Morning world, welcome to Thursday 8th of May and another day at the farm. Is that him? We're just waiting for Ben to turn up. He's got a 16-ton load of recycled for me. So I've just rolled out the Terram. Ready. I'm going to try and get in the tippet back up in here and I can level out. We've got 2 loads of that coming today. Apparently they've got loads, but it is a little bit more expensive per ton than the planings I bought. I didn't get that cheap. So we'll see how far this goes. Get it leveled out. I might have to go home and get the skid steer, come back and level it with skid steer because I'm better at it with the skid steer. But yeah, we are just waiting now for, I don't know what tractor he's in. I just know he's on his way. Another rat race. All flowing north and south. And they're welcome to it. Obviously that's with love and no offence at all to members of the rat race, because I'm sure there's a few of you out there and that's what you do and how you do it, but that's definitely not for me. So while we're waiting for Ben, I'm just looking at across the grounds over there and that's still not as green as I would like it. I'm wondering if maybe we want a bit more manganese on that. Or maybe even another dressing of nitrogen, I don't know. Should be greener than that, I reckon. Anyway, I was pleasantly surprised that I had enough Terram left. I thought I was going to be short, but there's still quite a bit on there actually. I may not go any further this way this year. I don't know, I got to measure up the cabin we want to put up here and my little welfare cabin, or man cave as Chris, my neighbour, calls it. But yes, I might have to come out a little bit more just here, but the intention is man cave, welfare unit there, and this area is, I'm going to stack my bales in here. That's the plan. So, you know, if it gets wet, I might be forced to take that bit of ground out. So if anybody's concerned about us taking the topsoil off this piece of ground, this is kind of, the intention was always to stone this up. It's just that my dad never got round to it, and to be honest, couldn't bother to spend the money on it. And I said, well, now I've taken it on, I'm going to do it. So all this was just a runway through for vehicles to get. So there's no crop on here, nothing useful. It couldn't have been used for a wildlife area because it was run over all the time. So we may as well make it into an all-weather surface where, you know, we can use it in the winter months. And as far as that's concerned, we've got a job for that. So on the farm, nothing's going to waste. All going to be reused. Here he is. So I'm saying red tractor, like Massey Ferguson type tractor. Okay, let's get ready for him. Morning. Not too bad, lovely day for it. Can you?
Rain this weekend.
I want some rain. Yeah, no, I want. No, look at it. It's thirsty.
It's not right now, isn't it?
Yeah, we stuck some manganese on last week.
Let's have a look. I know.
Is it?
I snapped that off in days.
Oh, did you?
Have a look underneath. You'll see that the rest of it dangling down. Snapped the cracker off underneath.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sign cat of sight.
Well, if you could chuck that right down the middle of the join, if you're happy to go over that little lip there, about halfway down, then bring another one up, chuck it in front, and I'll spread that out, and we'll see. I might have to have another one. I'll just put that over the top so it matches this then.
Yeah, you probably only want 2 load in that.
It's quite a lot come out, mind. I mean, I've had twice that out of there in soil.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Right, this is plenty good enough to go in the base. Nice little trailer. Not the best stuff I've ever had, but plenty good enough for this job. Shall we? You can go over there. I'm just going to chuck it back over the terra arm just to hold it down if it gets windy. It's a bit rock and roll. that's pretty much about as much as I can do for the minute. There's no point going mad at it. I'll level it off properly later on. Right, we'll come back later and have another go. In the meantime, I have other jobs to do. So Ben's got the padlock code, and I said to him, when you drop the second load off, if I'm not around, just shut and lock the gate behind me, which he's happy to do. I paid for both loads. I'm free to go.